always admired something well written, but how do you write something great yourself? When I go online, I see that the most common advice to become a good writer is to become a good reader first. I strongly disagree with this advice and I think it's killing your writing. I'll explain why in a second, and in this video I'll share the writing routine that changed my life forever. Also, if you stick to the end of this video, I'll share one rare writing manual that will help you write so that people will never forget you. This writing manual is the one thing you need to improve your writing dramatically. I strongly disagree with the advice that you need to become a good reader to write better, because it shifts your focus on reading. Let me ask you, do you want to be a good writer or a good reader? The most important thing to improve your writing would be to write. Yes, reading will help, but at the end of the day, writing is all about putting words on a piece of paper. I studied the writing routines of my favorite writers, and all of them have one thing in common. For example, John Grisham says that his writing routine is exactly the same every single day. John Grisham starts writing at around 7 a.m. He writes for 4 to 5 hours each day. He writes 5 days per week. Another great writer is Ryan Holiday. Ryan Holiday writes a book per year. On the question, how do you write so many books per year? He answered, I show up and write every single day. And in my life, I need to write because it was very hard for me to sit down and just write. I would find different excuses not to write. I would judge my writing and I say, oh, that's not good enough. Right now, in the video I'm recording, the script was written first. I needed to start writing because I couldn't make these videos. And it was difficult for me to write in English because I'm not a native English speaker. And I thought my writing was not good enough. But one day it just hit me. I had this epiphany. I was sitting in a coffee place and writing a script for a YouTube video. And I thought that this script was really bad, and I started criticizing my script. At this moment, I realized that I'm not a writing critic. I'm not a writing editor. My only job is to write. I'll put words on this Google document and it's people's job to like it or not. I don't judge my writing, I just write. And that's when I realized I needed to commit to a daily writing routine. For me, that was writing 8,000 words per day, every day. That made 7,000 words per week in total. If I wanted to take one day off writing, I needed to write 2,000 words the day before. That's how it works. No excuses. And here I hate the advice to become a good reader. First, you need to write, because if you only have a few hours free today to become a good writer, you need to actually sit down and put words on a piece of paper. I don't say quit reading, you should read. But if you want to be a writer, just write. Don't try wearing too many hats at the same time. Don't be a reader. Don't be a writing critic. Just be the writer. When you try to wear any other hat different from the one of the writer, you become the consumer, not the creator. Writing is a creative process. Of course, you should always think who your reader is, but don't judge it. And this is what my writing routine looks like. After I wake up, the first thing on my mind is, when do I start writing? That's the only thing I care about, because that means I'm writing a script for my YouTube channel and I'm creating a YouTube video. I usually start early in the morning and I try to complete my 1,000 words by noon. On some days it takes me around 2 hours, on some days it takes me longer. I plan my writing topics usually a week ahead. I know that I just need to remove any decision making before I start writing. Any other decision I have to make keeps me away from the Google document. I will write while drinking my first cup of coffee. I'll be writing even before I brush my teeth. I'll be writing hungry. If I don't complete my 1,000 words, I don't get to eat. I live in Bulgaria and we have this proverb, he who does not work, neither shall he eat. And writing is hard work. Don't mistake writing for something easy. Writing is one of the hardest jobs ever because it takes tremendous level of mental focus and persistence. Writing is slow, it takes time. Don't wait for inspiration or motivation to write. The inspiration and motivation will come after you type your first few sentences. Appetite comes with eating. So kill all your inner voices about being a bad writer, remove all the heads of being a writing critic, and stop judging your writing. Commit to putting at least 1,000 words per day. 1,000 words per day is not a lot, but if you commit to this writing routine, in a year you write 2 short books. On some days you feel like the words barely come out, on other days you just sit and effortlessly you complete 8,000 words. Sometimes you forgot about the words and you just keep writing and writing and writing. Just write. It might suck, but at the end of the day you have something. You can always edit and improve a finished project, but if you don't write, you don't have a project. Oh yeah, and the writing manual I promised to give you is a book by Eugene Schwartz called The Brilliance Breakthrough. This book costs I think around $200, and if you manage to find it, it's a very rare book. I promise you that it will completely transform how you think about writing. That was the video for today. My name is Nico. In this channel I talk about business, wealth and marketing, and I wanted to make a different video for today. If you're interested in business, marketing or wealth, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and I'll talk to you soon.